Ever since the release of Rivals, one character was calling my name more than any other on the roster: Psylocke. From her design, to her playstyle, to her ultimate, everything about this character felt like it was made for me. So I put in the work. I spent the next 5 seasons doing everything I could to become as good as I could. But eventually, when the nerfs kept piling up, and she eventually received her change in playstyle, along with the fact that in Season 5.5 triple support made a return, I was burnt out. I couldn't take it anymore. I spent more time that season playing Emma than the character that I loved, and I got so sick of having to try and micromanage my team's comps just to win. I hated having to try and goad people into playing certain characters, forcing them off heroes they find fun, so I quit. I didn't touch Rivals until Season 8.5, and if you know anything about Season 8.5, Psylocke wasn't good. She was usable, but she wasn't anywhere close to how she used to be. And this left me open to looking for a new character to pick. And after going through the roster, I started messing around on Elsa Bloodstone and realized that she has the same kind of high damage that I loved. She had an ultimate that felt really good to get value out of, and she had the same amazing high speed movement that I loved about Psylocke. This was basically just Psylocke LARPing as a British vampire hunter. But when Season 9 rolled around and I saw the patch notes, the first thing I thought was, oh my god, Psylocke might actually be good again. But eventually, as we all saw, they put out an emergency nerf where they basically just brought her out back and put her down. I made a full video explaining why that is, along with everything else leading up to why she's so bad now, which I highly encourage you to watch so you can understand exactly what I mean when I say Psylocke isn't good anymore. But one of the main points from that video was that she's a lot less oppressive than she is now. So I'm going to take you into the practice range now and go over a bit of what makes Elsa so good in comparison. So starting off, she has incredibly reliable damage, even from pretty decent range, which actually just got nerfed on Psylocke. When you have all 4 of your stacks, she gets her dash around every 3 seconds, which gives her a crazy amount of overshield and movement pretty much all the time. And then you've got her Ruthless Pursuit, which dashes her in whatever direction she's facing. So you can go up, you can go to the side, you could go forward. It also gives her overshield, and then afterwards it gives her a follow-up, which blasts her backwards once again in whatever direction you're facing. So let me show you real quick. You could go up with it, whatever. Now, her right click is important because it clutters their screen with the Deadpool team up. It heals whenever it's retrieved like that. It deals damage over time like you just saw. And then it does increase damage to overshield, which is incredibly important this season because you have people like Venom, motherfuckers like Venom, constantly in the back line. This season is definitely a dive meta. You've got Venom, Angela, Cap, even the Hulk to an extent, in every single game. You will never stop seeing these guys. And so it is incredibly important to be able to peel for your team, which she also has another ability that helps her do really well. Essentially what it does is that whenever they walk over it, it freezes them in place. It deals damage over time. You can dash to them. I'm not entirely sure how far the range is, but you can dash to them. And then the other thing that you have to keep in mind is that not only is she great at dealing with these types of characters, these divers, but she can pretty much win a 1v1 with any character in the game. She has the tools to contest off angles. And yeah, I mean, she can pretty much just control space for free, and you can't really do much about it. And once again, like I said, her range is actually not bad. Like, she doesn't do a crazy amount of damage from range, but it's not bad. Which Psylocke, if we check the difference here, yeah, her damage is way less from range, way less reliable. Now, obviously, when you get close, she can still shred people, but the biggest issue is that she's just not nearly as reliable. Now, obviously, when Psylocke is close up, she can still shred people, but the biggest issue is that she's just not nearly as reliable. She doesn't get the same level of overshield as frequently as Elsa does, and even though her movement is still incredible, it really just comes down to the fact that she can't beat these people quick enough. She really can't. Now, I'm not saying that Psylocke is useless or that she's not good or that she can't do pretty much the same things that Elsa can. All I'm saying is that she can't do it nearly as effectively, and the skill and amount of effort required to do these same things as Elsa is a lot. Like I said, I talked more about it in my other video, but you know, Psylocke isn't completely dead. The biggest issue is that Psylocke really just can't keep up with the amount of damage that's being put out by these characters, the amount of overshield that they're getting, the amount of shields that they have, and she just can't deal with them from range. That's the biggest issue, is her damage fall off being reduced. She just tickles. That's all she does now. It's really sad. Because if every encounter with these characters was right next to them like that, it wouldn't be a problem. But the issue is that even if you did get this close, if they look at you, you're gonna kind of just explode. Because she does not have the overshield required. She gets a little bit. She gets a little bit, but not nearly enough. Not nearly as much as Elsa. But I just highly encourage all of you to go ahead and pick Elsa up. She does take a decent bit of skill, but they boosted her ammo capacity and she just absolutely shreds people. She's been really good ever since she came out. She used to be broken back when her dash was 2 seconds, but, you know, even still, it being around 3 seconds is just kind of fucking crazy. She gets a ton of overshield. But anyway, point is, she's really good at countering dives. She's really good at contesting off angles. She gets a ton of value pretty much for free. Her kit is just kind of insane. And honestly, I'm pretty sure when we start seeing these tier lists come out, she's going to be around S tier, maybe top of A, just around there, somewhere around that area. So yeah, just pick her up if you haven't already. She's really, really good. If you have any comments, please leave them. I do my best to respond to everybody, and I like to see what everyone thinks. While you're down there, you might as well like and subscribe. It's free. You can always change your mind later. And, you know, if you dislike the video, go ahead and dislike it. But that's going to be the end of the video. Honestly, I just kind of had to share this with you guys, because if it wasn't for this character being out of the game, honestly, I can't say I would be playing Rivals today. But anyway, bye.